Hey there, YouTubes. Cody from Underground Metal Detecting back here again at the closest park we have to our house out here in Western New York. I'm going to be detecting probably for about an hour because we definitely have rain coming soon, and Corey gets off work in about an hour. She'll be mad if I'm detecting without her. I'm going to be doing some initial testing on what a lot of you have been waiting for, the Nokta Accupoint, or the banana as they call it, compared to our Garrett Carrot, the AT Pro Pointer. But can't get into too much detail because we're still under that NDA. Anyhow, I'm going to go out here and play in this park, see what I can find. We've already done the tot lot area, but a lot of that part of the baseball field, that's going to be new area to me, so let's see what we can find. Quick 1920, popped out a modern penny, looks like a 2008, just like I expected. First signal near the basketball court where a lot of people might be dropping change. I got what looks like a quarter signal, 29 to 30. Let's dig her up, see what we got. That actually didn't take much at all. As soon as I popped the plug, she came up right there. This one looks like a modern, yeah, crossing the Delaware. That's going to be a 2021 state quarter. You had a 22, a little bit scratchy. I was hoping for a coin, but we have a flattened bottle cap. We were getting a bouncy signal, 29 up to 34. If you can see that in there, this is something rather large and metal. I don't think I can get that out. Plus, this is a muddy mess. Not sure what that would be. She is rather large. You know, I would guess that's probably something like a hubcap. All that shininess up there. So, we'll leave her buried. Another 29, 30. 2 inches down. Well, 2 arrows down. Let's try something with our buddy. So she should be right there under the coil. Before digging, according to this guy, she's right here. Do we have a quarter? A little deeper. Actually, a lot deeper. Give me a second to dig this guy out. Well there, kids, that was not a quarter. Surprising, because it was a pretty solid 2930 signal. But we have certainly more metal than a aluminum can. Is that aluminum? No, I would guess something more like tin. But she's big and garbage, so we'll get that one thrown away. Another big signal. Bouncy. So probably not. Oh, she's big. But that has me curious. Let's dig out somewhere around a 38, 39. Hopefully it's not just a screw or a nail. You know what we're finding in there? Just mud and water. There's something low, but that signal's usually garbage. So I'll do my best to get this mangled plug cleaned up, and we'll move on to better targets. It's really the only thing that's good about the muddy, wet grass after a big rain. So you could pretty much stomp it down. Looks like you never dug anything there. Looks like we're going to have to go either focus on the closer to the service targets or perhaps get out of the low areas, because you can see the water is only about 5 inches deep, and I'm into that here. So making a lot of mess to salvage stuff that just looks like scrap metal ran over by the lawnmowers in this section. Okay. Finding her right about here. Let's hope for a quarter. A little deeper. The mud and this grass here does not help our case. So I'm hoping this isn't just scrap metal. Oh, what do we got? I wouldn't call that scrap metal. It actually looks, well, what is this? Part of something. That almost looks like a brake pedal or something. Does not appear to have an hinge. And this is like a old faded red. So I really don't know what that was. This appeared to be attached on the back as so. Can't really make that out. Let's see if there's other parts in here. There definitely is. Let me do some more digging, see if I can get more of it out. That's what came out of the hole. All the parts I could seem to find. I don't know if that was part of a toy. Obviously a little peg on the bottom here, like that went into something. I would guess it's part of some kind of, I don't know, like a die-cast tractor maybe? I don't see any markings as far as a brand or anything, but random mystery metal for the pouch. Got a bit more of the random mystery light blue metal. Tin. I would think this was something with construction and probably 100 feet from the other part, so that makes me think there's a chance a lot of this park was fill dirt from a construction site. I switched over to the wood chip tot lot over here just because it's a bit too muddy. And here's a little bouncy, 28 to 30. Let's see what the inside of the wood chips looks like. Not sure yet if this will be beneficial or not, but instead of the wood chips all coming up as, you know, loose wood chips, the mud keeps her together like a plug. And right about there, we have what we're looking for. So let's live dig a little bit of surgery on this guy and see if we can track down our target. In the hole again already. Knocked her down. There we go. And what is this? Looks too big to be a penny. Quite red. Oh, she might actually just be a quarter. Again, with the mud, I can't see anything, but I'm seeing what looks like a longhorn, so this is probably maybe a Texas quarter? I'll figure that out. Solid 13. Right there, 2 arrows down. Let's go Nokta banana on this one and see if that's what she is. Should only use the little hand digger. So we found her. Pull a decent sized chunk out of there. Did we get her? Yep, she is in the plug. Well, just popped out. And there is our 13 nickel. I don't believe she's too old, but not that new. That looks like a 1969. Another 19 to 21. This is a penny signal, but I'm seeing 4 arrows down, so she might be deep. Give me a second to dig. This one was a messy one, but here we go. Somewhere in this mess, can we track down our penny signal? Where are you? Somewhere in my hand. Let's see if I can sort through any of that. I'm not seeing a coin yet. That seems hard. Hopefully, that's what that is. This is more of that, I believe, the hammered aluminum. This stuff ends up in a lot of wood chips for tot lots and the like, because since aluminum is not magnetic, it makes it through the hammer mills that chop up the wood. Tiny signal coming in about 15 to 17. That seems to be like it was part of something. I don't know if that's a magnet on the bottom. You got a little ring on the top. Perhaps this was half of like a magnetic heart charm. Maybe a best friends forever type thing where you link them together. Jumpy signal. I'm getting everything from a 20 up to a 28. So usually garbage, and she's not that big. Might be a dime. Let's bring out the Nokta banana, see if we can track that down. All right, banana's out. Not hard to find. I was showing about 2 arrows down, but that seems like she's right on the surface. What will be our 25-ish signal? Did I get you out of the plug? Oh, right there. That is a dime and 2005 or 6 on there. So just a clad Roosevelt. Another 24.25. Should be a dime. This one is showing 3 arrows down. So let me just mark it in front of the shovel. Banana again. She is on. Can we find her? That deep. Right there. Let's dig. Get her out in the scoop. We did. Another dime. This one is pretty filthy. Do we have silver? No, I thought that was a 1960. That is a 1989 Roosevelt. Next signal, 9 or 10. These usually don't turn out to be anything good. Usually those little circle cap inserts of foil for like kids' drinks. I'll dig her out, see what we got. Wrong on that guess for the 10. I'll take this over those cheap foil caps any day. This appears to be perhaps a copper button. It is not magnetic, and I do see a copper color coming through. We'll get that one cleaned up later, see if it's anything fancy. We got a loud one, 1 arrow down. Let's go, banana. Should be very close to the surface. Oh, that's why penny signal. Are we old? No, 2021. New penny, but that's why the detector was going a little bit crazy. Let's check the area again. Nothing else. So another penny for the collection. Here we go. 1314 near the top, right where this little patch of grass is. Hoping this is a nickel, but we won't know till we dig it up if it's going to be a 5-cent coin or perhaps some more of that junk aluminum in the park. Or everybody's favorite friend, the pull tab. We got an 1112. 2 arrows down. Usually that's some type of junk. Let's dig her up. Junk indeed, unless you need some of these. This looks like a thin nail. I don't remember what these go to. Obviously, it can spiral. Probably just a wood nail, you know, hang a picture with. But that is our target. So into the junk pile it goes. We got the low doots. Getting, well, it's repeating as a 10. Probably foil. Well, let's dig her up, see what we got. Not foil, but not much better. This little piece has those, you know, the hexagon, or not hexagon, just the cross hatch. Sort of like you'd expect on the hand grip of a gun. No other markings on there, and it's not magnetic. Completely flat on the other side. So just a mystery piece of metal. Got excited there for a second as the color was looking nice. Thought this might have been a piece of jewelry. But again, that's more aluminum. Looks like a wire that is kind of knotted up and made its way through those wood chip hammer mills. So just more junk. Another 2425, but a little bit bouncy, so I'm expecting that to either be a old copper penny or another dime. Let's find out. Another dime it is. She's filthy. I think the stuff that comes out of here has a bit of a tint to it when they dye the wood chips. But we'll get that cleaned up in the rock tumbler with the rest of the coins later. Another near the surface signal. Reading up as about a penny, 1 arrow down. We're running out of detector battery here because I didn't charge up my power Nox. For those that have an Equinox, that's upside down. Let's fix that for you. One of these bad boys screws in through that little cuff screw there, and then has a clip to attach to the shaft, but you get plenty of extra storage on it when you remember to charge it up. So, detector back on the ground. Our signal should be right there. The trusty new banana to the rescue. She should be very close to the surface. And now she's in my hand. And there we go. She is a penny, just like the 19 of 21 was telling me, but just a 92 clad. Nearby penny signal is actually something unknown, maybe part of makeup, as it's starting to make my fingers red. So I better figure out how to get what's probably makeup off of me before Corey makes me disappear. Probably the last signal for the day. I'm showing a 13. 2 arrows down. One last inaugural trip for the banana, the new Nokta Accupoint. A little gross, so I'll pull out the digger. Thought I had her. Alright, in my hand, so probably scrap. But no, there is another nickel. Nice and gross and green. So, I'll add that to the pile. I'm just about out of a detector signal as it is. At least I believe that's a nickel. Yep, I can see the Jefferson Memorial on the back there. So, I'll take these coins back, get them cleaned up. Again, you guys are going to love the Nokta Accupoint. So glad I picked up one of these things on that beta test program. And I'm going to put together a good review comparing it with the ever-popular Garrett Carrot. But I won't be able to release that info until Nokta announces the public release. So we are then released from the NDA. But I believe that's a good teaser for the fun everyone's going to have with the new Accupoint. Alright, just a quick little wrap up since I'm just about dead in my detector here. I found 2 nickels, 3 pennies, 4 dimes, 2 quarters, this little magnetic half of a heart, that probably copper button. But stay tuned to the channel, as we're going to compare a handful of pinpointers to the new Nokta Accupoint banana.